Hello, everyone. I'm just going to be doing a little commentary on my review of The Little Mermaid 2. Now, I know I've been taking kind of a hiatus from recording these reviews for a while, and that does not mean that I have not been making videos at all. That simply just means that I haven't been making videos for this channel. You see, this is the Big BG Undead week here at my campus, and I am in charge of generating all the video content for the BG Undead organization. And so I have been generating video content, just not for this channel. I actually have been making content that is appearing bit by bit on youtube.com/user/bgundead. So I'll include a link to that in the doobly-doo so you can check that out. But yeah, I really wanted to make a commentary for this review because this was arguably my most successful review to date. At least I think so. This ended up bringing in about somewhere between 15 to 20 new subscribers for me, which is fantastic. I think people really connect with this review in a lot of ways because Disney is a big part of a lot of people's lives. And a lot of people, at least people who watch my channel, the target audience I'm sort of going for, a lot of people who watch my channel don't really much care for the I love the double rainbow thing, um, even though that's not a double rainbow, but whatever. But yeah, people, freaking hologram. It's I don't know. I get it's magic, whatever. Um, but yeah, people who are sort of in my target audience um, are not generally the sort of people that appreciate the first Little Mermaid movie, but a lot of us have seen it. Like I'm sure plenty of us, like loved it when we were kids, but it doesn't really stand up all that well. The original Little Mermaid, so I think that people have sort of a spiritual connection to the original Little Mermaid just because it has that sort of like badness to it, and that's why I think people like this review a lot because they're people are like just really they made a sequel to the Little Mermaid 2. Wow, like people can't believe that there's a sequel to the Little Mermaid. I think I just said a sequel to the Little Mermaid 2, which there might be, and I really hope there isn't. But there are countless Little Mermaid spin-offs that I'm sure I'll eventually get to. But yeah, I think that's why people really like this review. Other than that, of course, it's just I think this is just a particularly funny, well put together review. I'm really proud of this one. I have to thank songs from Paul. He he's the guy that made the theme song that I used for this review. Not the ska theme song, but the Disney theme song. It's a song called "Oh Disney," and I believe it's actually hosted on his original channel, Kronk's Spinach Puffs. But I did send him an email to his YouTube page asking him if he wouldn't mind if I used that song, and he never responded to me. But it was just such a perfect song for it that I was kind of just hoping. I kind of used it anyway, and just hoped he'd be okay with it. If he hadn't been okay with it, I would have taken it down and used something else. But yeah, he found this video and yeah, he liked it. He's now one of my subscribers, and he said that seeing that song used really made him smile. So I'll put a link in the doobly doo as well to the full song, and I'll also put a link to his channel down there. And I can't thank him enough for letting me use that. Thank you so much, Paul. Because it's a great song and it really fits the whole Disney Direct DVD thing. Um, because it's a song about it's not necessarily a song about the direct DVDs. It's actually a song about come on Disney, just go back to doing what you do best, please. And this is clearly not their best. Oh god, this scene, like this is the one of the few scenes in this movie that got genuine uproarious laughter from me because this scene is just so over the top and so ridiculous. This oh my god. This is chef. I love the red in his eyes. Like it's just this meat cleave. Like where was he keeping that? Like I want to. Does he like keep it in like some kind of holster at his belt? Death to the crab. Oh god, I love that scene. It's like it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in a Disney Direct DVD, which is honestly not saying much because they're bad. But yeah, this it is worth noting that although I am being sort of comedic and funny in this review, I actually do have legitimate cabarophobia. Um, it comes from when I was a kid. My mom took me to a Red Lobster, and I was a little kid, and in the Red Lobster they always have that big lobster tank right in the middle, right in the front of the restaurant. And so when I walked into there, and this little kid, like I had never seen any sort of crab or lobster or whatever before in my life, and so um, I walked in, and the first thing I see is this enormous lobster tank full of these things that basically look to an untrained eye like alien monsters. And they're all underlit and like crawling around each other. Just freaked me right the hell out when I was a kid. And like it's that one of those traumatic experiences that sort of affects you for the rest of your life. So do have legitimate cabarophobia, but and this thing like Morgana having Ursula's magic. There's something I didn't talk about in this review, where in the beginning she is trying to do some alchemy, to try and turn her little piranha guy back into a shark, and she's utterly failing at it. Um, and that's why the little guy actually gets so pissed off because like he finds out like freaking, she had this Ursula's magic, whatever. She had it all along. It's like she could have changed him back, and just really really pissed off the little guy, and it's like it makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. And it's like like I said, there's no such thing as Ursula's magic. There's no such thing as King Triton's magic. And so it's just like this whole thing, just like this big bottle of MacGuffin liquid just irritated the crap out of me. Just was really, really, really frustrated me.